there, and thank you for joining me. Tonight, I'm going to be reading The Good Egg by Jory, John, and Pete Oswald. And this book came highly recommended to me by one of our teachers, Mrs. Keene. So thank you, Mrs. Keene, for recommending this great book. Now, this is a story about an egg who always makes good choices, but the other eggs in the carton don't make such great choices, and it becomes very frustrating for him. Let's read to find out what he does and also what he realizes about himself in the end. Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. It's true. I do all kinds of good things, like I carry your groceries. I'll water your plants. I'll change your tires. Wow. I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. Sounds like a pretty good egg to me. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days back at the store. There were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and the other Frank. The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. They weren't exactly good. They ignored their bedtime. They only ate sugary cereal. They threw tantrums. They cried for no reason. They broke their stuff on purpose. I could see how this could be very frustrating for the other egg. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg. I think that might be really difficult for him. A very good egg. Nobody seemed to care, though. Every night, I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled, like scrambled eggs. Then one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shelf. They were everywhere. My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself, the pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. That can be difficult to do. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I had enough. I wonder what he's going to change. Let's see what happens. Let's see what he does. Uh-oh, I see him with a backpack on and a hat and not looking so very happy anymore. Let's see what he does. I can't be the only good egg in a bad carton, I said. Blah, 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 they replied, so they didn't want to hear what he had to say. Maybe they felt differently. I left that night. Oh, so he left the store. Wonder where he's going. Maybe he'll find some happiness, or maybe he'll realize something else. I wandered from town to town, not really sure where he was going. The hours became days, the days became weeks. I lost track of time. You see this? He grew a beard. I was alone. If you look real closely, you'll see that he has a marker in his hand. And look what he drew. It looks like all of the other eggs in the carton. I think he's feeling pretty what? Pretty lonely right now. Out there on the road, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. And that's important to do, boys and girls, especially when we're feeling upset. I took walks, I read books, I floated in the river, I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in and I breathed out. I even started painting. For once, I found time for me, which is really very super important, boys and girls, especially when everything gets very busy. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled. I started to feel like myself again. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time, I know what I need to do. I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. Here we go. Welcome home. Look at that, they missed him too. They're so excited to see him. Everybody missed me, and I missed them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Hey-o, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? How do you do, other Frank? Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad. But it's not like before. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect. And I don't have to be either. And I'm okay with that. Yep, the old carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. So something else this book made me remember is that it's our differences that make us unique and so great. So celebrate them and celebrate the differences in your friends too, even if every once in a while you do become upset and frustrated. Have a wonderful night. Thank you again, Mrs. Keene, for this great book. And anyone else have a great recommendations for me? I'm taking them. Maybe your book will be next. Have a great night.